A fleeting moment is all it takes.
Hi, welcome to Indira's World, and here I am again. Today's show, nuts about food. Why? Because I've used nuts. Not good if you have nut allergies, but extremely simple, 2 dishes. First one is going to be monkey chicken, as in using monkey nuts or peanuts. The second one is cashew vegetables, as in cashew nuts. These are both made up for me. I also have a vegan alternative for those who don't want to eat chicken. This is easy cooking and very quick for the family and also conducive for all age groups. So I hope you're going to like this. I certainly do. And to be honest, everyone in the family does. So shall we go?
Keeps it's there for keeps, it's there for keeps.
This show is about healthy eating. I am particularly obsessed with healthy eating and exercise, something we should be doing, especially now that we're in lockdown. I hope everyone's exercising and also staying safe and keeping social distancing. Well, I am now keeping social distancing from others, but not for my food. So let's go.
It's yin and yang, black and white.
I'm going to take a tablespoon of olive oil, but it actually is, like I said, a heaped tablespoon of olive oil. I'm putting it in a very hot wok. Now what's this about? We are going to add in all the things I'm going to put together here. So first, I'm going to take my chicken. I'm adding in everything that goes into the chicken, which is garlic and ginger paste. Now this I've taken a teaspoon of each. Instead of using crushed garlic and ginger, I decided to paste it all so it emulsifies. There we go. I'm popping all that in, and that's going into my chicken, and that's out the way. Now I'm also using lemongrass. Now I did paste it. It's not the most original, easy, should I say, thing to do. You could just take a stick of lemongrass like this, hammer it around so that it releases all the flavors and the juices. Very nice. 2 star anise. The smell of this, the flavor of it, amazing. Now also I've used agave, or you can use honey. Again, I've used the same amount, which is your large. This is all homemade stuff, and I have to say made up recipes by me, as I said earlier. As I went along with what people actually like, and it seemed to be stuff like this, easy and no fuss. Now to it I'm adding a tablespoon of lemon juice. You can use less. And a big ingredient in my cooking always, soy sauce. Now here again, it's a tablespoon, but it depends on how salty you like your stuff. I wouldn't recommend too much of it, but that's entirely up to you. Hot wok. It sounds quite cute, doesn't it? And here we go. I'm popping all this in to my hot wok, which, has cooled down. There you go. Now, I'm going to mix that round, get all those flavors in. Now, you can leave this in your fridge for a couple of hours, or you can leave it sitting out so that all the flavors do get infused into the chicken. Right, now we've put my stuff together that I told you all about in here. Now to it I'm adding a superfood, turmeric, all the rage. We use a lot of it in Asian cooking and where I'm from. Now I have an option here which is flake chilies. That depends if you like a little bit of bite. We do in this household, so I'm putting a wee bit of flake chilies in there, or chili flakes, call it what you want, and a teaspoon, and this very pretty parakeet spoon of pepper. That's 1 teaspoon of pepper. Now I don't think you need salt in it, sorry, because it has soy sauce, but again people have different taste buds and it's up to them. Now to it I'm going to add peanut butter. Here we have our monkey chicken sauce going on, and now it's beginning to look good. You can smell all the flavors, especially that lovely star anise. We like star anise. And that's reduced down to a nice thick bubbly gravy. Now to this, a heaped spoon of spring onions, and I'm going to keep a little bit more to garnish it so it just looks pretty. And I'm also going to use ground peanuts. Now I've used it salted, roasted, packeted peanuts. Use about 1/2 to 1 tablespoon of these nuts to my 400 grams of chicken. Now this really does serve at least 4 people, but it depends on, you know, their appetites. In this house it doesn't serve 4, trust me. But I'm going to add to this my spring onions. Now, I like to add this at the end so it doesn't lose its crunch. And I'm going to keep aside, like I said. So that's my big tablespoon. I love this spoon. You know, it's a perfect spoon. It doesn't rattle around, and also it's a good amount when you're. Now here we have it. We have our monkey chicken. That's what it's supposed to look like. And put that out in a plate. Garnish it with a little more of the crunchy peanut on top and some of the spring onions. Now, as an alternative, I have used fried tofu. So I've got some tofu, fried it on a hot pan. That's what it looks like. And I've made an alternative version of it for tofu for vegans. Completely vegan dish. So enjoy that if you don't eat the chicken. That's the end of this one. We move on to the next. I'm going to do a dish I made up called cashew vegetables. Now, the reason I do the kind of dishes I do, it's inspired by the fact that I believe that, as we do in India anyway, is that a balanced meal is usually mixtures of colors. And since I'm going to serve the chicken stroke tofu with boiled rice this evening, I'd like to add a little color to it and also throw in those vegetables, which are so important to you. So here again, I'm going to use 1/2 to 3/4 of my favorite oil, olive oil. I only use 2 different oils, by the way, extra virgin olive oil, and I use coconut oil, which I love as well, but it depends on the dish, needless to say. Now, to this, I'm going to add, this is a very easy dish and quite conducive to any age group, hopefully. Now, I've taken a teaspoon of garlic here. You can take less, 1 teaspoon if you want, 1/2 a teaspoon, depends on how much garlic you can handle. Obviously, it's very good for you. So to this, I've added a cup of very finely chopped carrots and very finely chopped green beans. Now, there is a reason for finely chopping. I always feel, for a start, it looks like little jewels, which I like. Looks pretty. And also, it tends to go down a lot easier than big, huge chunks. Whenever kids see huge chunks of vegetables, they immediately go, vegetables. Now I'm just stirring that around. Now to that, I'm adding, now here again, when I add soy sauce, it depends on how much salt you can take or need, depending on obviously health, as well as I'm using 1/2 my scoopy tablespoon. Now bearing in mind it's going to release a little fluid which is going to cook this. Now I'm not completely cooking it so it's soggy, and when the vegetables turn soggy they're really not very nice to eat, and also they don't look as crunchy and nice. They don't taste as crunchy as nice. That was my dog that's walked by. And right, now that's almost done. Now cashew oil. To this I've added sesame seeds. Now I have sesame seeds with turmeric in it. This you get it with or without turmeric. superfood again, as I said. So I have put half a tablespoon of sesame seeds and a tablespoon of cashew nuts in there. Now I'm not spicing this up because my main dish has a little kick to it. And here we have it, cashew vegetables. So that's it basically. Very popular dish because it looks pretty, it tastes nice, a little nutty. Now sometimes if you do like a little bit of sesame oil, which is lovely and nutty flavor, quite healthy for you, I just put a little dash of that into it. Always goes down well. This is it now for today, and I will see you next time, and another easy recipe for you, or two. As I said before, we have a vegan option as well with tofu. Coffee break over. I'll have to put that aside. Right, so today, this was my yin and yang version. I actually call it that because please note the yin and yang dishes. Also I'm wearing yin and yang clothing. Yin and yang is very important to me because it's the balance of life. It's the good and bad, the black and white, east and west, left and right. And I wrote the song Yin and Yang because it's the perfect relationship. And when you find that person who's special for you, you find the perfect fit, the perfect balance, the yin and the yang. So here we are. Hopefully this is a perfectly balanced meal for you. And here it is, monkey chicken and cashew vegetables, and of course, the vegan option with tofu. So, till next time, I shall see you. Back to my coffee. Well, I hope you liked that video, and if you did, please give it a thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe as well, and hit that notification button, and you'll know when I'm next there. See you next time.